If you are looking for the absolute king of tablets, the one that makes your laptop look obsolete, you need to hear this. Everyone has been talking about the iPad Pro, but Samsung is about to drop a piece of hardware that does not just compete, it changes the rules of the game entirely. We are talking about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab S12 Ultra. It has been spotted in the development databases, and the rumors hitting the industry right now are nothing short of massive. We are looking at a September 2026 launch window, likely aligning with the post-summer wave of releases. And if you are a creative professional, a power user, or just someone who demands the absolute best, you need to know exactly what is coming. Forget everything you think you know about mobile displays. We are moving beyond standard AMOLED. The latest reports point to a 14.6-inch Tandem OLED panel that is being designed for true visual perfection. By stacking two organic emissive layers, this technology is not just about raw brightness. It is about longevity, power efficiency, and contrast that makes images literally pop off the glass. Imagine deep, ink-like blacks, vibrant, color-accurate HDR, and brightness levels pushing toward the peak of what is physically possible in a mobile form factor. This screen is not just for watching movies, it is for professional color grading, precise digital art, and multitasking in ways that usually require two separate desktop monitors. And because it is Samsung, they are pulling no punches with the refresh rate, keeping that buttery smooth 120 Hz experience that makes every swipe, scroll, and pen stroke feel absolutely instantaneous. Under the hood, this machine is a beast. Samsung is reportedly shifting to the latest 3nm chipset technology, the MediaTek Dimensity 9500, to handle the heavy lifting. Why does this matter to you? Because 3nm architecture is the current gold standard for balancing efficiency and raw computational power. This means you can run intensive, desktop-class applications, whether that is professional photo editing, complex 3D rendering, or console-quality gaming, without the tablet breaking a sweat or turning into a space heater. With up to 24 GB of RAM, we are entering a new era of mobile multitasking. You can keep dozens of browser tabs, heavy productivity suites like creative editing software, and communication apps open simultaneously without a single stutter or app reload. This is not just a tablet. It is a portable workstation that you can finally rely on to replace your clunky laptop. We have heard whispers of a grade 5 titanium frame. This is not just about making it look premium, though it certainly will. It is about structural integrity and reducing weight for such a large device. You are carrying a tool that needs to withstand the rigors of a professional lifestyle, and Samsung is clearly aiming to make this their most rugged, high-end tablet to date. Plus, with the IP68 rating, you do not have to stress about a little dust or the occasional accidental spill while working on the go. It is built for real-world scenarios, not just for sitting on a pristine desk. One of the biggest pain points for tablet users is software longevity. You spend all this money, and 2 years later, it feels like the manufacturer has forgotten you. Samsung is flipping that script. With a massive commitment to 7 years of OS and security updates, when you pick up the Tab S12 Ultra, you are not just buying it for today. You are buying a long-term investment that stays current through 2033. It will ship with Android 17 and the latest, most refined iteration of One UI, which is arguably the most mature, feature-rich interface for large-screen tablets on the market today. The split-screen capabilities, the enhanced DeX mode, and the tight integration with your other ecosystem devices are going to be more seamless than ever. We also have to mention the evolution of the S Pen. It remains the gold standard for stylus input, and with the S12 Ultra, we expect even lower latency and higher pressure sensitivity. Early insights suggest new haptic feedback motors that simulate the texture of different writing surfaces, making the connection between the pen and the screen feel as natural as ink on paper. This is the secret weapon for productivity that most people underestimate until they start using it for their own workflow. Battery life is always the elephant in the room with these large format tablets. You want the expansive screen, but you do not want to be tethered to a wall outlet. Samsung is bringing a massive 11,600 mAh battery to the table. Combined with that power-efficient 3nm processor, you are looking at true all-day endurance. Even if you are pushing it hard with video rendering or 4K streaming, it is designed to keep going until you are ready to stop. And when you finally do need to charge, even if the wattage remains consistent with previous generations, the thermal efficiency improvements mean you can spend less time waiting and more time creating. Beyond the raw specs, consider the camera system. Samsung is pushing forward with an advanced, no-notch under-display camera system. You get a completely uninterrupted, immersive 3K display, yet you maintain high-quality video conferencing and content creation capabilities with sensors that offer AI-driven auto-framing and professional skin tone optimization. It is, quite simply, professional-grade gear hidden in plain sight. The market is shifting. We are seeing a massive trend toward prosumer devices that bridge the gap between hobbyist tech and professional-grade tools. With the S12 Ultra, you are not just buying a tablet. You are buying into a vision where your device adapts to your needs, whether that is a cinematic viewing experience on a plane, a digital canvas for your design work, or a document-heavy workspace in a boardroom. In a world where devices are becoming more specialized, the S12 Ultra is positioned to be the ultimate generalist that excels at every single task you throw at it. Now, I know what you are thinking. Is this finally the year the tablet replaces my laptop? And honestly, for about 90% of users, the answer is a resounding yes. With improved keyboard cover support, the power of 24 gigabytes of RAM, and professional-grade software, it is more than just a media consumption device. It is a portal for your work and your creative legacy. We are just a few months away from the official reveal in September. The industry buzz is peaking, and based on the early leaks, this is shaping up to be the most refined, powerful, and future-proof tablet Samsung has ever produced. The competition is going to have to work very hard to keep up. Before we wrap this up, I want to hear from you. Are you planning to upgrade to the S12 Ultra, or are you waiting to see what the competition does later this year? Does the move to a 3nm processor and a 14.6-inch Tandem OLED screen hit your must-have list? Drop a comment down below because I read every single one of them, and I'm curious to know your take on whether 24 gigabytes of RAM is truly the turning point for the tablet market. If you found this breakdown helpful, and you want to stay ahead of the curve on the latest tech launches, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Here at Tech Vibe, we are obsessed with finding the truth behind the leaks and the hardware that actually moves the needle. Thanks for hanging out with me through this deep dive into the future of Samsung tablets. Stay tuned, keep your tech game strong, and I will see you in the next video.